This is Update. Let's talk about the fundamentals of the stock market. To understand the fundamentals of the stock market, we need to understand the key basis behind the stock market. What is it there for? What makes the stock go up and what makes the stock go down? Well, here's the tip of the iceberg, right? The stock market is there for a company to go public for me, you, or any big institution to invest their money in. After they go public, that investor will issue them 100,000 shares at $1, right? Now, you, me, or institutions can now buy that stock on an exchange for $1 per share. Now, this company will issue a certain amount of shares on the market. Let's just say, for this instance, they issue 50,000 shares on the market for people to buy. Now, let's say it's a good tech company like Nvidia or Palantir, one of these blue chip stocks, right, is now issued on the market for me, you, or exchanges to buy. Now, let's say 50,000 shares are on the market and people buy 25,000 shares. You have to look at the market as a living, breathing entity, right? The market is going to place this stock higher now because it's saying there's a lot of demand for this stock. I must place the price higher, right? So now, let's say the stock goes to $10. If the stock sits at $10 now, that company just went from 100,000 to $1 million. The company owns 50,000 shares still, so they have 500,000 in revenue to now dump back into their company. That is essentially the whole point to the stock market if everything goes well. Now we need to get into why a stock moves down. Let's just say, in this instance, people have ownership in that company. Their stock they bought at $1 now sits at 10. Well, they want to take their profits, so they sell their shares. Well, now there is an increase in supply of this stock, so now the stock market will say to itself, we need to bring the price down. People are not finding value anymore, and there is a lot of supply, so the stock must come down. And that is how a stock moves down. So now that you know that stocks can move up and down with a lot of buying or selling pressure, now we understand how stock manipulation works. And I'm not talking about stock manipulation as far as pumping a stock by talking about it. The institutions like Wall Street do not pump up or bring down stocks for the most part by talking about them. They don't talk, they don't speak. What they do is they use billions and billions of dollars to move prices on stocks where they want them to go. And this is how the intermittent day trading works. That's why there's a lot of volume in the New York session. Asian session usually sets it up for price action. London session cleans up liquidity. And then New York session brings price where everyone wanted it to go. And this is a key thing you need to understand in the stock market to be able to day trade, because you need to know that the stock market is manipulated. And once you understand that, you can understand on how to buy long-term stocks and how to trade intermittent day trading. I day trade using something called volume profile. Volume profile gives us the understanding of where volume is and where big orders are sitting. Volume profile is the key to understanding where these people are leaving little hints in the market. Now, we can't know exactly what they're doing, and we'll never know. And that's okay, because we can see their hints and find where they are trying to move price. Where you don't want to be is where they don't want to go. And that's why we need to use volume profile. Volume profile is essential to day trading. If you are not using volume profile, you are essentially trading blindly. And none of us want to do that, correct? So, in my next video, I will go over how to use volume profile, how to chart your stuff, and I will teach you how to day trade. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you came away with this with a better understanding of the stock market. Please subscribe. I will be dropping much more content and education on the stock market. Any questions, leave them in the comments below. I will answer as many as I can if I get a lot of views. But if I can, I will answer every single question everyone has. This is free information out there. There's one book you need to read if you want to really, really understand volume profile, and that is Trader Dale Volume Profile. It is a completely free book. You download it as a PDF, and if you read that book, you will 90% understand how to trade volume profile. Thank you so much. This is Update. See you next time.